Guys, what's going on? So this is more of an update video than anything else, but a little while ago I did this video titled My Final Thoughts. If it loads, I didn't think this was going to be this difficult. My final thoughts and future recommendations. It's on my channel, obviously, and it was all about the Halloween event and what I thought that you should, what you should probably do in between the Halloween event and what we now know as the New Year's event. And I wanted to see, like, now that we only have like 3 days left, I wanted to see how accurate that was, and it's incredibly accurate. So what I stated in that video was that the way that the events work now, there are multiple different ways that it looks like you can get a genie. So right here, obviously if you get to the 500, that is when you will have the required amount of coins to buy a genie from the shop. Obviously I already have it, and that is the one way that I have gotten it so far. The other way is to get to the 13,050 and to buy the pass, which you should do anyway because there's a lot of good rewards in it. And then the other way is if you obtain 100 spins and you have bought the pass, because you do have to buy the pass in order to obtain genie from the 100 spins. Once you spin 100 times, you also get the genie here. And then also, you can theoretically, you have a 0.20% chance of getting the genie here. So what I stated in that video was that I did get the 500, which is obviously what I have already done. But for the next event, you should probably save like 1,000 gems, because what ended up happening was I was so close to the 100 spins that I then ended up having to buy the 10 cookies, or the 10, I think it was candies, for the additional spins, because even though I was doing every single event quest, you don't get a lot of spins. And then if you're saying like, oh, well then you'll get, because you get collection cards from all of that, and then through collection cards, that's how you get points. You also don't really get a lot of points either, or you do, but now I need 2,000 points. And 2,000 points is double hero, like the gold hero cards, to get the 1350. You could get a whole lot of 150s and 450s, but you need a lot of those. And you would still need two, like, full complete sets of gold hero cards as well. So what will basically happen in the next 3 days, even though like everything will reset, I will finish this, it'll reset in 12 minutes, I'll probably do all of those, I'll finish this, get all of that, even though I will probably, you know, like, have completed everything every single day, I will still not be, I will be very close, but not completely to the 13,050, at which point you will then have to buy collection cards as well. Probably the exclusive card pack. I think that's the best value because you're getting the gold cards. You're getting 1 to 2 gold cards. Everything else is 0 to 1. And then obviously don't buy that one because you're not getting anything, and you're almost not even getting the middle tier. But the fact that this is guaranteeing you at least 1, maybe 2 gold cards is the thing that you're probably going to want to buy. But even beyond that, I also still need to, I have like 7, I'm going to get to like 70. You would need 30, at which point that's 600 gems. I've saved up 1,000. So if I bought 600, if I use 600 and then use the rest for cards, I might be able to do it. But if I do this and I don't get it by I don't get the genie right here, and I don't get, or no, at that point I will have a second genie because that will obviously be done. But if I don't get like the point-based genie, because once I get to these 2 coins, that'll be the extra 1 point that I would need. And so if I spend all of this, because, you know, like, I've also spent the $12 or however much it was for the pass to begin with. But then I also, like I said in my Sinister Party review, you have to save like 1,000 gems for these events because it's designed in such a way where you will almost get the other genies or the other event units, but you won't unless you spend gems. So you know what? Because this is the entire basis of this video, I'm just going to do it. So I'm going to buy, this is 70, 80, 90, 100. I'm going to buy 3. Ironically, if with 30 spins, I can potentially get a genie as well. I haven't. And then one thing that really affected the fact that I have this little, because before in the Sinister Party, I was pulling a lot of the ×3 ×1s, and that's just free spins. If you pull if you use a spin to pull a ×3 spin, that means that you've spun 3 times, and then that's increasing your total. And just those couple of increases, I got to 80 during the Halloween event. And then in this event, I wasn't able to get, obviously, anything. And so I'm having to spend that extra 200 gems. So here's 10. 50, my Trickster, all of my rares or I guess the bestie shard. The bestie shards are like the best part of this. I don't need the gold. I don't need the Trickster shards. I don't need the trainer shards. I don't need the units. 50 magic dust and 4 besties is kind of fine. I'll take the King Pudding and the Tribunal and the 50 shards. Everything else is duplicate nothing. This is how difficult this is. 50 armor fragments and the Puppeteer. That's pretty much it. I just spent 600 gems. So yeah, definitely don't do that unless you're going to complete it. And in terms of completing it, I'm actually just going to use up the rest of my gems. Maybe not the rest of my gems. I still have 600 gems. It's crazy. I've been saving a lot because I've been trying to not use it on anything, hoping that I would get. Oh, I got doubles. Oh, that's really awkward that you can get. So here's the other thing about this. I wasn't sure whether or not you would get something that you don't currently have, or if you could get doubles. And if you can get doubles, that's really bad. And this is really, really bad, because that was the only gold that I even had. So I guess I completed this one. And that's like the least one that you could care about. At the very least, I'm trying to get to the 12,600, because then that would give me the extra 1 spin. And then, mind you, like, I do have 3 days of quests, so I can potentially get all of this later as well. I get the Zeus and the Snowflake. That's pretty good. Anything that's not the Flicker, really. That's another Flicker. That's another Zeus. What do I need? Gadget, Snowflake, and what is this? Is it J? I think that's J. This is pulling like, this is like spending, I just spent like 300 in cards. Oh, that's Gadget and J. Yeah, that's pretty good. That was 300. 400? Bestie. I think that's it. Yeah. $13.50 is gonna go a long way here. Yep. So that's everything. We did it. We did it. We did it. But yeah. This is pretty much my like my review on these events, you have to save like a reasonable amount of gems in order to complete these events. And it's not like an unreasonable amount of gems. Like you can save 1,000 gems. Like for as much as I tell people to save for the epic hero, is it not here? Primary? As much as I say, like, save 800 gems for mermaid, and you constantly find yourself saving 800 gems, 1,000 gems to get 1,000 gems and like the amount of money that it costs for the pass to get a level 9 event unit, I think is pretty good. I think that's a pretty good value, especially because it's a targeted event unit as opposed to just being 3 random legend. If it was 3 random legendaries, it wouldn't be great. But the fact that it's like 3 targeted event units is pretty good. And we obviously know that Genie is pretty good. It's not great at low level. Actually, you know what? I think it is pretty great at low level. I've seen people with like 4K crit that are able to beat level 13 with just a Genie. And I definitely just, I thought about posting this and I'm not going to. But I definitely died doing 12 billion damage to a Genie. And then I died doing 20 billion damage to a Demon Hunter. Blade Dancer is just not the unit, man. But yeah, that's my review as well about like all of these events. As long as you save, as long as you're smart about it and you save right before this event is going to happen, as soon as you know that like a holiday event is going to happen, and I don't know if they're going to do this for other holidays, or if they're going to specifically just have it as a Halloween event and a New Year's event at the end of the year. But as long as you know about that these events are going to come to the game, I would definitely recommend saving 1,000 gems, and then you should be able to complete everything. Because even if I didn't just do that right now with the hero cards, I'm pretty sure I wouldn't have been able to get the additional spins. I wouldn't have gotten 30 extra spins from anything in the last 3 days, and then the only other option would have been the bonus chest, or getting all the points. And I might have gotten enough points based on quests that are gonna like recycle in 3 minutes. It's possible, but I don't think it's likely. You might have gotten maybe to like 12,600, and maybe that extra bit of getting to the 1350, you'd still need to use gems in order to buy cards, in order to get the collections, because it's the only way to get points. And then you have to complete these collections. It's not as predatory as I used to think about it before, because before when the Halloween event was the first of its kind, when they first implemented this whole like, oh, you can get it 3-way system, I thought that it was incredibly predatory that like if you didn't save gems, and if you didn't have any gems, you'd have to buy gems in order to complete something. The fact that you can now understand that, oh, all I need to do is save 1,000 gems and I should be able to get everything, I think that that's fine. I think that makes this event fine. Because if you don't, and you have to spend the money on the premium pass and then spend money on the gems, which is what I did the last time, it feels really bad. But if you just spend the money on the premium pass and then you saved gems and then you got everything, right now I feel pretty good about this. Because the gems weren't doing anything for me anyway. And I think this is a great usage of 1,000 gems. But yeah, that is my thoughts on the New Year's event, and I will see you guys next video.